We spend our entire lives fighting the wrong enemy. We think it's death. Interstellar says death was never the problem. The real enemy was always one simple word: later.
Don't let me leave, Murph! No! 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 No!
Because nothing has stolen more lives than the belief that there is still time. Think about it. How many times have you said that word today? Later. I'll call my parents later. I'll visit them later. I'll start tomorrow. I'll rest later. I'll finally be happy. Later. It sounds harmless, almost responsible, almost mature. But history has hidden more regrets inside that word than inside failure itself. We build entire lives around the future that doesn't exist yet. We postpone conversations, we postpone dreams, we postpone love, as if life has agreed to wait for us. It never did. That's why Cooper leaves. Not because he loves Morph less, quite the opposite. He leaves because he loves her enough to believe that sacrificing today will protect tomorrow. It is a beautiful decision, and that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. Because the most devastating mistakes in life rarely look like mistakes. They look like responsibility. Then comes Miller's planet. Everyone remembers the equation.
Every hour we spend on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth.
But almost nobody remembers the sound. Listen. Tick, tick, tick. Hans Zimmer didn't compose music. He composed mortality. Every tick you hear is another day passing on Earth. Someone laughs, someone cries, someone celebrates a birthday, someone dies, someone says, "I love you," for the last time. And none of them know that somewhere someone is only standing still. Most of us will never walk on Miller's planet, but almost every one of us already lives on one. It's wherever you keep saying, just 5 more minutes, one more email, one more promotion, one more client, one more school, one more year. Life rarely disappears all at once. It disappears 5 minutes at a time. That's a lie. We think we are sacrificing time to build a life. Sometimes we're sacrificing life to build a future, and those aren't the same thing.
We are the future. No. No.
There is a reason the video messages hurt so much. Not because 23 years have passed, but because they passed without asking for permission. Cooper watches his son become a man. He watches grief, marriage, children, silence. He watches people stop waiting for him. Imagine realizing that the world learned how to live without you. Not because you didn't care, because you thought there would always be time. That might be the cruelest law of the universe. Time never promised to wait. It never promised that one more meeting would be worth missing dinner. It never promised that your children would still need you after you are finally successful. It never promised that the people you love would still be there when you eventually slowed down. At the end of Interstellar, Cooper crosses galaxies, survives impossible worlds, escapes a black hole, only to find himself standing behind a bookshelf, not trying to save humanity, not trying to solve physics, trying to save one ordinary afternoon, one conversation, one goodbye, one decision. He screams, "Stay!" Not because he suddenly became brave, because he finally understood what the universe had been trying to teach him all along. The future was never what he was searching for. The present was. You can outrun gravity. You can outrun distance. You can outrun impossible odds. But there is one thing no one has ever outrun: yesterday. Interstellar was never warning us about space. It was warning us about postponing life. Because the opposite of living isn't dying. It's believing that life will begin later. So let me ask you one question, not about the movie, about yourself. If today was the last completely ordinary day of your life, who would you choose to spend it with? Don't defend your answer, just write one name, because when later disappears, you discover what always mattered. If this film changed the way you see time, share it with someone, before later becomes another excuse. Until the next question, keep watching films and keep watching yourself. Welcome to Cinemato.
I figured out the message. One word. You know what it is? Stay. It says stay, Dad.